Sampson to Lewkowicz said that he don't want to put Benavidez in with Canelo right now. Let's speak about it. Thumbs up the video, or in general, thumbs up the video, share, subscribe to the channel. I did find my purple do-rag. It was in one of my Walmart bags, so I did find it, but I don't know where I got this one from. I like the way this one feel on my head right now. No Diddy, no Harvey Weinstein, no Kevin Spacey, no Kanye. So I like the way, so I'm gonna keep rocking with this one. I'm like, cool. Cause I got like a little neck issue, man. And I think I found a way to fix it finally, dude. This dude on Instagram has some shoulder workouts to help with that. So yeah, I'm gonna start doing some of his shoulder workouts pretty soon. But yeah, I don't want no cortisone shots and no stuff like that. Stretching and Thai massage therapy. That's what I do now. But I just need to stretch more. But yeah, he basically said after watching Canelo, you know, bore the world, that he said that, you know, Canelo, he wouldn't put Benavidez in there with Canelo in fear that Benavidez will hurt Canelo badly. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, basically he looking out for Canelo's health. And it could be satire. I think if Canelo came to the table, he would want to fight. You know, and De La Hoya made a good point, even though, you know, broke clock right twice a day. And he said that Canelo don't want to fight runners. Well, you got Benavidez, he won't run. And he know that he don't want to exert the energy to fight Benavidez. He don't want to exert the energy with a runner. And with a runner, it's really not the risk, because he can just look like he can come forward and they gonna score for him. Like, come on, they just gonna score for the aggressor. You know what I'm saying? And with Benavidez, he gotta work. You know, only thing that really could slow down Benavidez is body work and counterpunching. And if he can't slow Benavidez down with body work and counterpunching, he gonna get ran out the ring. That's just what it is at this point. But does that mean Benavidez beat him and make him less great? No. I mean, at the end of the day, Canelo not in his prime no more. His performances, I mean, his sparring partner came out and said he was lazy in sparring, lazy in the gym. I mean, he just collecting checks right now. He put the seniority in his mind. He collecting a check. But, you know, Sampson said, we put on great fights. The world, like, hey, look here, nigga. You put on the fights. If y'all put on so many great fights, then, you know, why y'all didn't stay on Showtime? Why y'all can't go back to HBO? You know, why the company in trouble? That's the $1 million question. If y'all putting on so many great events, you know, why y'all ain't in the man? Why ain't ESPN knocking on y'all door for to come back on ESPN? Y'all not. The Morale and Benavidez fight, it was a solid fight. Damn, somebody's just like, what was that? Why is there some green mist in the fucking air? There was some green, like, chemical shit in the air. Like, what the fuck is that? That come from that nigga car? But, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, they see what Benavidez to do to him. They're still not gonna get Benavidez 1 million pay-per-view subscribers. And I'm starting to really trying to like really think, do Mexicans fuck with Benavidez? Because they really didn't claim Roberto Duran. That's what I want to figure out. Do they really fuck with Benavidez? They started to mess with Benavidez once he pressed Dimitri Bivol. He got up Canelo name. It was so funny. I was watching something with Shushu Carrington was with Ring, and he was asking people who would win between Bud and Canelo. And the guy was like, I like Bud, but I'm with Canelo because I'm Mexican. I have to be with Canelo, right? And Bud came out, and he said, yeah, you know, Bud came out, and he was like, can I take a picture? I'm still a fan. And Bud was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, they be like, oh, I fuck with you, you know, just because he's Mexican, I'm right. Like, I fuck with that. Why can't black people be like that? I fuck with him because he's black. We say that, dog, we get shunned. You're racist. You know how many times I hear people say, like Fotex called Champside racist? I really don't care for the guy. I don't know him, but I don't care for the content. But I had to tell him on the live on Thursday, or was that Tuesday? I had to tell him. I'm like, yeah, when Mexicans do it, y'all don't call them fucking racist. You know, when Brad and Becky do it. I mean, even when, you know, when black women do it on the internet, nobody calls them a terrorist group. Nobody say they racist. No, nobody. Niggas need some tribalism, man. I believe so. Black men in general, everybody got some type of tribalism Especially if you're looking at the world through the lens of the internet. Everybody got some tribalism but black men. Am I lying? These black women stick against us. Mexicans stick together. Black women stick together, especially against us. You know? Let the brother appreciate it. You know, Mexicans stick together, brag them. So I get it. I ain't mad at it. Just think brothers need to stick together. But to this point, I mean, anything to market Benavidez name off Canelo, I thought that would be true 2, 3, 4 years ago. I just think Benavidez is just a bad matchup for him. If Canelo body working counter punches, and Canelo could just be playing impossible. You know what I'm saying? He might come out and look fantastic against Bud. But I've been there before. You still think you got it. You still think you can hoop. You still think you can go out there and drink all night and still go work out in the morning and still, hit corners the next day. And your body can't do it no more. Your mind think you can do it, but your body can't do it no more, so you have to morph. You got to make an adjustment. So, I don't think Canelo got the skill set to make the adjustment at the end of his career, so that's why he piped down the opponents. Like Bernard Hopkins, his skill, his mind. Canelo not skilled like that. I kept telling y'all, because if he was, he still wouldn't be struggling with guys that move. There's a lot of things that he do that it makes you question his IQ. You know what I'm saying? Like he loading up his shots versus a puncher. Understand the jab, the right hand, the straight right hand, touch him, touch, touch. You know what I'm saying? He still don't understand how to attack that. And he got so much better at the Mayweather. No, he didn't. If one person say something, other people latch on to it. But if he was to beat Benavidez, he ain't got to go find him. But I think really what it boiled down to, if he can sit in that inside with Benavidez and counter him. Tight defense, slip, roll, return, hard body shots, that uppercut, that left hook to the body. But Canelo, he can't really shoot shine like that because he just want to, I don't really understand you in your 66-something fight and you still loading up on your shots. Touch him. Touch him and then mix in your hard shots. That's what I would say. Touch him and mix in your hard shots. That would be the remedy for me. But, Sampson, probably, I thought he was like 3 or 4 years ago he would run through Canelo. And I think it's sad that, Mexican fans used to be so prideful that they got to the point where they fans got infected with that internet fanboy shit. Win, lose, or draw. In the Mexican community, as long as you put on a great performance, you go out with pride. What happened with that? It don't really mean Benavidez a greater fighter than Canelo. What was the, Rocky Marciano beat up an old Joe Louis? Do most pundits that know boxing still hold Joe Louis over Rocky Marciano? Yes. De La Hoya beat up Chavez. He was old. Do most people still consider Chavez greater than Oscar De La Hoya? De La Hoya's a great fighter. Absolutely. So you losing to somebody in your twilight, come out your packed up Sugar Ray Leonard. Does that mean, he better than Sugar Ray Leonard all the time? No. But at the end of the day, it's a lot of ego and pride involved in it. Nobody wants to lose. But guess what? If you go in there and you win, it's, to me, in my opinion, it's all, other than getting injured, it's all reward. Ain't no risk to it. The only risk is, it's not a, only risk really is injury, and that's all fights. And you might not be able to make the money that you used to make. And I think that's the big point of passing the torch. It's not that I don't want to help, move the sport forward for everybody. I think financially it's to the point where I can't keep milking the sport no more. So why would I take a Benavidez fight right now and then not make no more money on the back end? Why not nickel and dime everything right now, and then my last fight I'll probably fight Benavidez or, you know, make a Jake Paul type fight. So from a financial standpoint, I understand it. I really do. From a financial standpoint, I do understand it. So, you know, but Sampson gonna be Sampson. So I ain't really tripping on it, but you know, if it happened, it happened. It don't, you know. But I get where Canelo coming from at it, for sure. But sometimes the sport is bigger than your personal gain. Sometimes your life is bigger than your personal gain. But everybody's selfish these days. You know, we live in a I gotta get mine, you gotta get yours type of world. That's just what it is. When money is tight, it's hard to do right. That's a fact. When money is tight, it's hard to do right. It's easy to do right when everything is going good. Money is tight. That's why you see a lot of these dudes turn into philanthropists after they did their dirt. These niggas did sold crack. They did inside training. They done stole from companies, laid people off when they for a personal gain, personal capital gain. You know, they done lived a cutthroat life, but they already know what's waiting on for them in the twilight and on the other side of life. So that's why you see them start doing philanthropy. They start giving back, giving laptops, doing good. It don't matter. You can do all the good you want. You still got to pay for them sins. You still got to pay for all the fucked up shit you did. No matter how much repenting that you did, you still got to answer for that shit. That's how I see it. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop a video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $, CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. The link tree. Check out the Free Game 89 channel, Patreon, Detroit channel, the whole 9 piece.